Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how to clean the air filter on a 2020 TTR 125. First, you just want to start out by removing the plastics, taking the seat off. It's a little bit easier just to get everything clean if you take the seat off. One 10mm bolt on that side holding the seat on. There's this fastener here. And then if not even bolted on here, you just pop these out. Pop that out. And there's one more 10mm bolt right here. Seat comes right off. And then I'll show you guys here. There's this rubber piece here, but before you take this off, it's a good idea just to clean up around here. Usually what I like to do is just grab the air compressor and blow some of this out. Now that you've got all of the loose dirt blown off around the area, around the air filter box, around the air box, go ahead and there's this rubber bungee here that's holding on the cover. So go ahead and loosen that up. It comes right off. And then you can see here, there's a little lip that the cover hooks into. So it's easier, you can just pull this side and pull that back and it comes right off. There is your air filter. You can see that this one isn't too dirty, but we went on a ride last weekend. It was pretty dusty, so I just want to get it cleaned and get a new one put in. So what you do is, there's a wing nut back in there that you can see. That's how you actually take the air filter off. But this literally just slides right out. And there you can see the air filter. It's got a little bit of dirt on it. I'd rather be safe. I mean, it's so easy to do. Just pull it right out and either clean this one, or if you have an extra, put another one in. And then what I also like to do is just inspect the inside of your air box. Especially here where the air filter seals on, make sure that there's no debris in there, and then go ahead and take some contact cleaner and just clean out the inside where there might be any dust. I mean, you can see up in there's a little bit of dust and debris up on top, so it's just a good idea to clean that out. Contact cleaner, spray a little bit in there. Yeah, just light everything down. It should clean everything up real good. Okay, you have a couple options here. You can either clean the existing air filter, let it dry out, and put that one back in. Or what I do is I just buy a couple spare air filters. This one did not come pre-oiled, so I'm going to oil it using the Bel Ray filtered oil. And then I'll put this one back in. Then when I go to clean the air filter on my bike, I will clean that air filter, and then I will also put this one in with it and clean it. That way I have a batch done and ready to go for when I need to do this again. You do this too, make sure you get the filter nice and saturated. I like to use one of these containers, and then just take the oil and just pour some on the filter. And that way I know that I'm getting the filter nice and saturated. And then I just like to make sure and massage the oil into the filter. One important thing to make sure that, or actually one important thing that you make sure you don't do is don't squeeze it and wring it out and twist it. When you wring it out, you want to make sure you squeeze it gently and get all that excess oil out. That way you don't tear the filter or damage it. Got the new filter oiled up. Make sure that you've massaged it in so it's spread out evenly.
and you can go ahead and remove this wing nut and pull this filter off. Go ahead and use some contact cleaner just to give the air filter housing a good wipe down. Pull this little cage out of the other filter and put it in your new filter. Then I also just like to take a little bit of grease and run it along a little bead along the edge of the filter, just where it seals back onto the housing, just to make sure that you get a good seal. And then go ahead and put your new filter on and take your washer. Don't forget to put that back on. Go ahead and put your wing nut back on.
You've got your new filter oiled up, and you've got the inside of your air box cleaned out. Go ahead and slip this filter back in. Make sure that you push it all the way back so it completely covers the intake. And you're ready to put your seal back on, your air filter cover. You hear a little click, make sure you get a good seal around the edges. Grab your bungee and make sure you hook it back on the little tab. There. Go ahead and grab your seat. Stick it back on this side. And one on this side. Snug it up. Grab your plastics. Just make sure you line up the grooves. It slips right back in. A little tab on this side. Make sure you get that one in. Make sure you get this one in. Slips right in. And then there's this fastener here. You can see it tighten there. And you're good to go. Once you have everything put back together, you're good to go. It's a good idea to check your air filter after every ride, especially after you've gone on a ride where it's really dusty. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.